With me now is trade lawyer John Boscariol. John, thanks so much for joining us on CTV News Channel. What are the major issues from your perspective Canada needs to address with Trump regarding trade between our two countries?
It's great to be here with you, Scott. Yeah, as President Trump said in the piece earlier, we're there to make a deal, and that's essentially the target. We want to staunch the trade, the tariff chaos, the Trump tariff chaos, as much as we can. To be realistic, there will not be a deal at the end of this meeting, but it's important to set out the framework, to set out the foundational steps for a new trade and security arrangement between our two countries.
Are there legal implications for Trump considering the trade agreements?
Yeah, in one way, we really have lost any rule of law or expectation when it comes to trade agreements, unfortunately. As you'll recall, when the USMCA or the CUSMA was negotiated in 2020, concluded in 2020, Trump said that was the greatest deal ever negotiated. Here we are only 5 years later, and it's not good enough. So there's a lot of concern right now as to whether the Trump administration will abide by trade agreements that it negotiates. On the other hand, we really have no choice at this point. We've got to meet the U.S., we've got to negotiate with them, and really we're looking at establishing a foundation for a new security and trade arrangement going forward, as Prime Minister Carney has said in the past.
We've seen the Trump administration impose tariffs already and threaten even more tariffs. What are the industries that have the most to lose when it comes to these tariffs?
Well, clearly at the top of the list is automotive. That's the industry most sensitive. That's a lot of jobs in Ontario and elsewhere in Canada in the automotive sector. But there are others, certainly in manufacturing. And in terms of the tariffs that are coming down the pipe, there are investigations that could likely lead to more tariffs in the area of critical minerals, trucks and truck parts, agricultural, potash, dairy, lumber, timber, pharmaceuticals. There's a long list of ongoing investigations where we could be subject to more tariffs. What Prime Minister Carney needs to do is head that off with some kind of agreement, maybe a détente while we negotiate a new security and trade arrangement, something to head off what's coming down the pipe, hopefully.
Trade lawyer John Boscariol, thanks so much for your time for CTV News Channel this afternoon. Appreciate it.
Great to be here. Thank you, Scott.